Okay, so we are live. We are live. What? Okay. I think I rolled back, but then I went forward when I died, but I got shot from the front. Okay, that made no sense. But yeah, guys, I got Star Wars Battlefront 2, so I figured why not just do a live stream? Showing off some of the gameplay, maybe. I don't think injured. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, I'm live streaming Star Wars Battlefront, and I thought maybe I'd just talk about some things that happened in The Last Jedi. So yes, this is a spoiler stream. I put that in the title, so remember that. I put that in the title. So yeah, it's a spoiler stream, so if you don't want to be spoiled with The Last Jedi, I would say click off the video now, and then when you watch it, come back, and then watch this live stream, if you want. I mean, let's be honest here. This is not a big... I'm not a big anything yet, or ever, so... Oh no. That flash grenade. I like it when it's used like that, but whenever I try to use it, it doesn't work for me.
What's the plan?
Okay. So yeah, this is probably going to be your last chance. I've said spoiler warning pretty much enough now, so... Yeah, we'll just get right into the spoilers. First of all, I thought The Last Jedi was a really good movie. I mean, there's some criticism, obviously, because there's always going to be critics. But I thought The Last Jedi did really good at what it was trying to do. And I think it really set up a nice base for what Episode 9 can be, because it let some stuff go unanswered and then some stuff got unanswered. It wasn't really satisfying. Like, for instance, the issue of Rey's parents. That was something that a lot of fans wanted to know, and The Last Jedi gives us an answer. It's an answer that... Okay. But it's an answer that no one really wanted. Like, her parents aren't anybody, apparently. And they just sold her for drinking money. And they're probably dead someplace on Jakku, which is the planet that she was in. Well, the planet that she was living on during The Force Awakens. So, yeah. But I didn't find that as, like, a satisfying answer, like, oh, she's just some nobody. I would have been totally okay if they were, like, new characters, but it sounds like they're not even gonna talk about them at all. It's just like, yeah, they're nobodies, so why waste their time? But yeah, I would have been fully okay with them introducing maybe a new character, but then maybe we get more details on the new characters that Rey's parents could have been. Or even if the new characters are dead, maybe at least some sort of like an origin story about them would have been nice. Just a little bit, just enough to give us some context of what her parents were like, not just like, they sold you for drinking money. 'Cause that was stupid. I didn't like that. But I thought it was a great movie. Oh, and then there's also the popular fan theory that Kylo would turn good in this movie, and that maybe Rey would turn to the dark side. And while the idea of Rey turning to the dark side and Kylo both becoming good, like them crossing, like Rey becomes bad and Kylo becomes good, those ideas are definitely, I would say, explored in this movie. Do I think it will happen? No. I do not. I think Rey will stay good and Kylo will stay bad because of the events of the movie. There is a point where I still think Kylo might be redeemable, because there is a part in the movie where he is trying to kill his mom, basically, and he just can't pull the trigger to do it. So it's like, maybe he can still be redeemed, maybe he's not too far gone. But then later on in the movie, he's just like, kill Rey, kill them all, take no prisoners, even though his mother was there too. So it's like, can he still be redeemable? Who knows? Episode 9 will episode 9 will definitely answer that question, I would say, though, considering they don't have much time. And then Rey turning to the dark side. Sorry, I'm still sick, but Rey turning to the dark side was also kind of explored in this movie because she was obviously with Luke during this movie, as it showed was going to happen at the end of The Force Awakens. And when she is getting Force training from Luke, Luke is like, you went directly to the dark side, like, what are you doing? And she did. When she started using her Force abilities and was like trying to tap into the Force, she went directly to like the dark side of the Force at the island. So that was interesting to see. Oh no! No! I almost did it. So yeah, I mean, that was like a tease, I guess you could say, that maybe she was gonna tap into the dark side, but she never really becomes evil or anything. She still remains with her values and her morals of like what they should be doing, and like the Resistance wants to help people and stuff like that. What's another thing? I can spoiler talk about this movie. Oh, Snoke. Everyone was like, oh, who's Snoke? Like, what's his identity? Maybe it's someone we know. And again, I would have been perfectly fine with, like, Snoke not being someone that we knew, but, like, us getting at least a little bit of a backstory, and, like, why he wants certain motives and everything. But we don't get any of that. It's just like, I'm Snoke. I'm pretty much it. Oh yeah, oh, I guess I should have went into that. Kylo and Ren do battle together at one point in this movie, which is pretty epic, but that only happens after Kylo takes Rey's lightsaber, and he just murders Snoke. Like, Snoke has her lightsaber, on the side. Like, on the side of his, like, big throne room chair of his throne. It's just kind of, like, laying on the side. And he's, like, reading Kylo's mind, and he's like, I can sense you're about to strike down your biggest foe. And then Kylo's just like, you're right. And then turns on the blade of the lightsaber, and then pulls the lightsaber out, just, like, totally cutting him in half, like, whole Darth Maul style type thing. But that was pretty interesting, I would say, to see. And then that also gave me hope that, oh, maybe he is redeemable. And then he's just like, Rey, rule with me. And it's like, oh, no, he's not evil. He just wanted to be, like, the supreme one of all. Well, he is evil, I should say, not that he's redeemable. Kylo. I don't know how to feel about him. I really don't. I want to like the character, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I would say he's a good villain, for sure. I mean, I had doubts during The Force Awakens. I had doubts. But after seeing the conversations that he has with Rey during this movie, because this movie also introduces new Force powers, and it seems like Rey and Kylo have, like, this Force connection where it's like, they can, I don't know how to explain it, like, they can, like, call each other up using the Force, I guess, if you want to call it that. And it's like, they can see each other, but they can't see each other's surroundings, which I thought was a good way of explaining why Kylo couldn't find out where Luke is, but he can still talk to Rey, and we can still get character development through that. And we also learn why Kylo is, like, so against Luke. It's because Luke actually tried to kill Kylo once he sensed how powerful he was, and that the dark side seemed to be pulling him in, kind of like how when Rey started her training, it seemed like the dark side was pulling her in. But the difference here is Luke didn't try to kill Rey as soon as he found that out. Like, Luke turned on his lightsaber and it's like he was about to swing, but then he stopped himself. However, Kylo's seen it as a threat, and that's when he destroys the academy/temple that Luke was building there. So I thought that was really nice to finally get an explanation as to the hatred, I guess, on both sides, really. And it was a nice thing to get an answer to, since, like I said, we didn't really get an answer to who Snoke was, or, like, why he wants the Jedi to, like, die. And then we never actually got an answer to, like, who Rey's parents are. Like, they're just some drunks, they're nobody, but I still feel like everybody is somebody in the Star Wars universe. Like, even side characters seem to be important at times. And then this movie even introduced us to new characters, which the new character that it introduced, her name was Rose, and she's like this engineer, I guess you could say, for the Resistance. And she also has a sister in the Resistance, and her sister Paige is actually killed at the beginning of the movie. And it's really nice to see that going throughout the whole movie, because you can kind of see her motives as to why she's doing certain things. Yep, sorry I kind of like bailed out there for a second, but I had to go answer the phone. Oh, and I'll just select my hero. I'm Finn, which is a new character. But yeah, I think Rose was an interesting character, and I think it's trying to build up a relationship between Finn and Rose, because at the very end, I don't know if I'm a big fan of whatever that was. Oh, yes, now that I'm seeing Phasma, maybe I should talk about her involvement in the movie, which is like very nothing. Like, nothing. Like, nothing is her involvement in this movie. She is there for all of, like, I think total screen time she had, like, maybe 6 minutes. Which might have been a few minutes more than the last movie. But she's only there for a little bit, and then it's like to kill her off, or at least it's made to look like she gets killed off, and I'm just like, no, like, you don't take this interesting character and then just kill her off before we get to see more from her. That's not fair to anyone. Brutally. Yeah, Finn just picks up the like the electric shock sticks that, like, we've seen some of the First Order troopers using in The Force Awakens, and he takes that and duels Phasma with her, like, new, like, bow staff that she has, which looks really cool. But it's, like, really weird because, like, he puts no effort pretty much into it, and still somehow manages to win. He just kind of like smacks her in the face with the electro stick, and it just like knocks her off into like this like flaming part of the ship that they're under. And I'm just like, no, that's boring. I don't want to see her just die like that. But Rey is becoming more powerful in the Force in this movie, and you can definitely see that by the end of the movie. No. No. Ugh. Phasma. I gotta say, this Phasma has more involvement than the Phasma from any of the Star Wars movies she's been introduced to. But I think I went through all the spoilers. There was Rose, who is like a new main character that was introduced. There's Phasma, of course. She was like barely in the movie. But then what else was there? I mean, okay. But I think I covered all the major spoilers. I'm probably forgetting. Oh, no, I'm not. I mean, I am forgetting something. Something very important. Carrie Fisher. She did a really good job in this movie, and of course it's her last performance because Carrie Fisher died, which is sad. But this was a really good performance, and she did really good as Leia in this movie. And there was a part where Leia could have been killed off in this movie, and then they decided not to, probably because Carrie Fisher wasn't dead at the time that they were filming that part of the movie. But I think it would have been like an emotional and like very good way to get rid of Leia's character. And of course that's not the way that they chose to do it, because she is still alive by the end of this movie. But she was still very good. Just like throughout the whole time of the movie. She was definitely a nice little highlight, because we got to see a lot of her, I guess you could say. Like, she probably got, well, in the movie, during the movie, she's actually comatose, and it's showed, well, not comatose, but unconscious. And that's after we see that she has, apparently, she has force powers. And that was really interesting, because, like, she's shot out into the vacuum of space, and it's like, for a moment, like, her instincts just, like, tell her to go for it, just reach out. And when she reaches out, it's like the Force is pulling her towards the Resistance cruiser, and, you know, Poe Dameron and some of the other Resistance fighters, they're able to pull her in and save her life. And I think, oh no. Oh hey, I survived. Kinda. Forever dying. Why do I die so easily? Oh wait, I know why. I'm not good. But other than that, and like Leia having like these apparent force powers now. Oh wait. How could I forget? Luke. He was in this movie for a lot of it. But unfortunately, he also dies in this movie. Which is very unfortunate, because it was a good movie. And it was, I would say, it felt like a good time for his character to die, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, he probably could have gone on longer. But Yoda also makes an awesome return in this movie as a Force ghost. And I think that's very interesting, because it's showing us that even in this new trilogy, Force ghosts are still a thing, and we're probably going to see more. I imagine that Luke will probably be a Force ghost guiding Rey in the next movie. And before Luke even dies, he even tells Kylo that he is going, if he murders him in anger, and I'm just paraphrasing here, guys, if he kills him in anger, he will haunt him forever, or something like that. So it sounds like he's probably going to be a Force ghost that, like, tries to, like, remind Ben Solo or Kylo Ren, as, like, remind him of things from the past. Maybe even killing his own father. I feel like that's something I would bring up if I was a ghost trying to hurt someone emotionally. So yeah, all in all, I would say the movie is good. I would say it definitely doesn't answer all the questions that you might want it to, but it does set up a good third movie. Hopefully the third movie, episode 9, answers all of our questions. We can only hope. But yeah, so that's enough of the spoilers, guys. Okay, spoilers end roughly 20 minutes and like 30 seconds, okay, we'll just say, into the stream. The spoilers end. So now I'll just play the game. I mean, I was playing the game before, just not good. And I still probably won't get any better now. I should really just stop talking because it sounds worse as I keep going on, and I'm still doing it. So, Tekken 7, the next episode will be coming out this week, coming up. That sounds right in my head. So, yes, don't worry about that. It will be coming out. And then, Infamous Second Son will be coming back. Not that it ever went anywhere. I was just on hiatus, but hey, you know. Okay, we've got a full crew. Bosk is not, I would say he's not a good hero to play as. I find him very difficult to try to play as. But I have seen some people do really good with him. But I feel like he's one of those villains, I guess I should say, that you really need to know what you're doing with him if you're going to use him. Okay, so I chose Darth Vader because I just, like, unlocked him yesterday. I saved up enough in-game credits and unlocked him. I like him. I like him a lot.
Your destiny. You have seen your destiny.
I'm not my father. I won't follow his path.
I think I'll still play as Darth Vader. Like I said, guys, I'm not good, so don't watch me play first-person shooters or really any game for that matter and expect like amazing plays, because you're definitely not gonna get them. Come on. Woo!
Target recognized.
Oh no! Oh, it was pushed off by Yoda. Or no, it was Luke. That was Luke, okay. I just seen a green lightsaber, I'm sorry. What? You don't run away from me. I'm your father.
You killed us!
Luke Skywalker got new copy.
I thought you wanted to be a Jedi like me. Mwahaha.
Target identified.
Be grateful for my mercy.
Get away! Too bad.
Not good. Not good at all.
Your ally
Identified target. Master Yoda has fallen.
Okay. I feel accomplished. I was just ganged up on. What? Listen, I need support team. I don't know how long I'm gonna let this live stream go. I might do one more match. I really just did this live stream just to talk about The Last Jedi. And it's your fault if you watch this and you haven't seen The Last Jedi yet and I spoiled something for you. It's not my fault. Defeat. I don't want to be the target. You can't make me. Actually, you can't. That's exactly what's happening here. I like how Boss just kind of like stuck up behind her.
How many lights have I spent? You brought this on yourself.
Okay. Okay. Oh no!
Everything went wrong for Luke.
Oh hey, the lightsaber ignited though. Everything went wrong for me. What are you talking about?
Target detected.
Eventually, guys. Eventually, maybe I'll start setting up times for the live streams so that way people can actually be on while I'm watching the live stream. I know it's far-fetched now, but maybe in a few months from now, maybe it'll be like, oh, he's actually live streaming. Maybe I can actually watch it. Uh-oh, crud. Well, I didn't do good. That's really all I can say about it. I just didn't do good. So yeah, no like best plays or anything. That's definitely not coming from me. Oh hey, I got 5th. That's something. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I did it, apparently. Ooh. So wait, I used about 3 characters at the same time? Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll do one more match and then I'll end this live stream. Even though if any of you guys are actually gonna see this stream, it's definitely not gonna be live. Ooh, Taco Dada. Okay. I'm gonna try to be. Ooh. Should I be Ray? Well, I can't be Ray there. That answers my question. I was gonna be like, should I be Ray or should I be Han? And then someone took Ray, so Han is the answer. Han is the hero you are looking for. So since I already talked about The Last Jedi, I would say the one thing I don't like though, and I don't consider this a spoiler, but it seems like Han's death doesn't really affect anyone in this movie. Kylo Ren is like, he's kind of torn about his decision to do that, but like it doesn't really affect anyone else. Like Rey and Leia, I would say, were affected, and Chewie were affected in the last movie. But Rey tells Luke, and Luke's like, you don't really see much emotion from him. But that's probably just the choice that the actor decided to go for in this movie, because it made him feel distant. And I think that was a good choice, but I would like to have seen more emotion, because Han was supposed to be like Luke's best friend. Not a spoiler, and not really like a gripe, like, oh no, it's a friend. It's just something I would like to have seen explored. Okay. Maul. Get away from Chewie. Chewie, you were just there the whole time and you didn't decide to shoot until the last second? Okay.
A sad day for those in the Empire.
Oh, Phasma. Phasma. Yes!
Target detected.
I think we're a pretty good team. Oh. You took my thunder there, Ray, but it's okay. As long as we get the job done. What's the target? Oh, is that Kylo? Is that my treacherous son that killed me? This time, Kylo. I will not be the one man. Oh. Just always taking my thunder, guys. No. Phasma!
Target marked.
I hate the force freeze. Or, never mind. I think the force freeze is a really cool force ability. But in this game it's annoying if you have people with guns on the opposite team. My son, my treacherous son, return! Lando, my gambler buddy, save me. Or, well, you didn't save me, but at least avenge me. I don't think you avenged me either. Well, that's a shame. Phasma! Yes! Uh-oh. I think... Oh, oops.
You don't want to fight.
Phasma! Okay.
Walk quieter.
My son. No, I wanted that victory. I wanted to take out my own son. That's my impersonation of Han turning to the dark side. But really, it just sounds like a bad impersonation of Emperor Palpatine. But anyway, guys, that will end it for this video, the live stream. And I somehow made it first, so this is a really good end. But anyway, guys, catch you in the next video. Now, if only I could find out how to stop the live stream. Oh, here it is. Mwahaha, bad transition.